Welcome back to another ASMR video. So, today I wanted to kind of show off some boxes that I had. These are all empty boxes, but I need to throw them away. I'm one of these people who have always kept my boxes up until the last maybe year, couple years or so. And so now I try and throw away boxes as often as I can once I don't need the thing, or once I know I'm going to keep it. Sometimes if I'm going to sell something, or if I know, hey, I am going to buy this, I know I'll upgrade it in a couple of years, then I'll keep the box, which is why I think people keep Apple boxes, because I think people know they're going to upgrade their computer or phone or something, and so they just keep the box so that when they want to sell it, they can sell it with the box. Which I think back in the day was more of a something people liked, but I don't think really people care about the box anymore. If they're buying a laptop, they just kind of want the laptop, because then they have the box to keep and hold on to and figure out what to do with. So, it's kind of how I am. I used to really want to own the box, and then I realized when I bought a used computer or something, I would have the box, and then I would be stuck with someplace to store it. So, that's kind of why I don't keep boxes anymore. But these are a couple that things that I bought in the last year or so. And so, before I throw these out, I thought I would just talk about them. So maybe we'll start with this Rode microphone. I'm gonna move some stuff out of the way. So this is a Rode PodMic. This one I did get used. This one is pretty much brand new from a person, but I like to buy used if I can, because if you buy a decent quality brand or model of something, I feel like if you buy the used one, you're going to still end up with a long-lasting product, and you're going to save some money off of the new price. So this is what I'm recording with right now. This is the PodMic dynamic podcasting microphone. So the person I bought it from obviously ripped the top here, which is fine. This is another thing, like, I'm going to keep this mic for a long time. At least I plan to. Maybe I'll change my mind and sell it in a year, but the idea is that I want to keep it for a long time. So I don't want to have to hang on to this large box. So I think I'm going to throw it in the garbage. But inside the box is another box, which I think is kind of a lot of packaging for this mic. You could probably just send it off with this box, maybe. But you have the top flap here. And some images and stuff around the box. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll set this box aside. And check out the inner box. So this one has just the kind of outline drawing of the microphone itself. going to be like a very uneventful unboxing because there's no items in any of these boxes. But the mic, this is the top half of the kind of secure holder, I want to say. So when you get it, the mic comes in this little package. Maybe we can fold this up. Seems to be a little bit stretched, so I don't think the seam will go back the way it goes. So I'm just going to fold this up a little bit. Get all the air out of there. Maybe we'll give it one more fold. Just going to leave it there. So, that's what the microphone came in. And then inside the box, the microphone sits down in here. I'll just place this down in here. The box would sit in, or the microphone would sit in here, and then this would sit on top. The opposite way, just kind of making it nice and secure for packaging. Well, let me just double check. There shouldn't be anything else. Let's pull this out. Could open up some of these maybe. Cardboard in there. So there's no cables or anything else. And then below here is a little pamphlet. Quick start guide. Pretty self-explanatory. Talk or sing into the microphone, plug it in, and there's different languages, and there's how you use the microphone. I kind of wonder whether these are the same box cutout shape, or I'm trying to think of the word for it. But I bet these are all the same, but they have a big stack of them at the factory. You just put one on top, one on bottom. It's kind of fun to hear the different tones. It's probably as resonant as like a guitar body. It's kind of how they're made, with little ridges and whatnot. So, one is our Rode mic box. Some more information on the side. Broadcast quality dynamic capsule designed for speech applications. Internal pop filter to minimize plosives. Robust all-metal construction. And optimized use for Rodecaster series. Definitely is all metal. It's very heavy when you hold it. Next one is this just plain shipping box. This one's kind of boring, but I ordered some camera accessories from this company called cinemacameras.com. And I was kind of skeptical because I'd never heard of them, but the accessory I needed is kind of older, and they're one of the few people who still sell it. So I ordered it. It was a really good deal, and had a really good experience. I'm thinking maybe people who watch this video might think, oh, that's actually a pretty well-known website, but it's the first time I've ordered from them. I like their design. I like these colors. I really like the font. It's very chunky, very blocky, kind of has this 80s or 70s, like late 70s, early 80s retro vibe. So, this is really just a shipping box, and I do like, also they included a sticker, which I put somewhere else, and has this crinkle paper in here to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? To protect the items inside. So, I don't know if red is a color they chose because it fits their branding. For instance, it does fit kind of the red down here, or if they just had it laying around. But I really like the color choice, like it made, if this was intentional or unintentional, I felt like the experience was made nicer just by having some red construction paper in here. It's kind of crinkly. Maybe I'll play around with this for a little bit. Sounds like a quaint little envelope. So we can throw this back in the box. And then place that aside. Also, I think my neighbor is doing some yard work, so hopefully that's not too audible. Alright, let's do one of these three next. We'll just kind of arrange them in a nice little situation. I'll start with this guy first, or next rather. So this is a mic mini. I got this not too long ago to do behind the scenes for my YouTube channel, or my photography one. And I've used it on the ASMR channel, I think one other time. It's a really good little mic. I'm kind of sad because they came out with a new one only about 7 months after I bought this one. And I would really wanted some of the features that are on the new one. But this one still works great for everything I've been needing to use it for. So if I really am hurting for the features, I guess the other one is available. But this one's really cool. I liked the user experience with this. When I bought this, I feel like the price and value was a really good deal. The new one also is a very good value for the money, I feel like. I like that you can buy this whole set. So this is like, if you're going to call this complete, you can work your way down from it. So you can have the two microphones, these two squares, and then you could also have, that's the receiver, but then you can just buy just the one microphone and one receiver. That'll come with some charging things. This one, if you buy the whole kit, it comes with the charging case and a few other odds and ends. But if you buy the two, or the one smaller kit, you get a little bit of a kit and less money and less things. And then you can also just buy just the microphone itself, because there's a lot of things in the DJI ecosystem that the microphone will connect right to. So for every wireless thing, you have a transmitter and a receiver, so like a pitcher and a catcher. And with the DJI ecosystem, the receiver is built into a lot of items. So you don't necessarily need to buy the receiver, you can just buy the transmitter, and I think that's a really cool design choice. But you can also plug the receiver into something that doesn't have it, like your phone, and it'll transmit audio wirelessly. So it's kind of a marketing video almost. But I really like this. It was a good experience. I bought this myself, and it was well worth it. So it has some features on the back, on the box. I don't remember where this opens up at. I think it's the top here. So let's try and open this up. So not much to this box. The whole kit came in a bigger pouch, and then the pouch came in this little bag, I believe, if I remember correctly. Or this might have had some other accessories. got the wind muffs. And then this. Might add some cables. Just has that sticky stuff. One thing I love is when manufacturers put these little holes in the bottom. There's one on this one. I guess it's going to slide down. There's one down here. And I do this sometimes if I have like a Ziploc bag I've got for storage. Because then you can push all the air out of it. You can fold it over or do the Ziploc bag. And then when you go to lay it flat, all the air will come out, whatever hole is there. Well, I think I mentioned, I can't remember, I think I lost my train of thought. But I usually kind of cut a little corner off the bag when I do that. So that way I can push all the air out if I have a bag that needs it. So yeah, some accessories came in here, I think some cables and stuff. Trying to line that back up. Actually, I should put the other one in there. Let me do that. Now that we got this all closed, open it all back up. We're going to take this little guy and place it gently in there. And then we'll just close it all back up, nice and tidy. And then we'll push all the air out. And then we can place it right back in the box here. And we can close up this box. And that is the microphone box. Let's do this next larger one. This one is a Ethernet adapter. So I ended up getting a server because I do photography and videography and need a place to store my things. And so I bought server, and then I needed a way to transfer the 5 gigabit or the USB-C 5 or 4, I think it was, to the Ethernet that was running there. So you plug the USB-C in this side, Ethernet runs out of it, it just converts all the data. So it came in this little box, which has a slidey cover over the top, similar to the Rode one in a way, which again I think is kind of a lot of packaging. I think they could probably just print everything on here, but I'm not sure why people or businesses do it. Maybe it's just easier to flat print this and then glue it and place it on here. So maybe it's cost-saving thing. A few bits of dirt or scratches. So it has this outer little case that has the picture and the logo and some details on the back. And then I really like this box. It has the bottom that fits inside the top, or the lid that goes over the bottom, however you want to describe it. I've contemplated saving this box because it's so clean and generic, and you can do this little air slide out, maybe. There really needs to be something heavier inside of it. When the item was inside of it, it would kind of like fall out of itself and do that kind of whooshy feeling. Because, again, this is why there's holes in the plastic bags, but when you put down the lid over the top of the bottom, pushes all the air out, and then kind of creates a little vacuum, which is very satisfying when you have a vacuum that's a little bit less powerful than gravity, so that the weight of the thing inside pulls down and does that anti-sucky feeling, if that makes sense. So this would be kind of a really cool gift box. So I'm more leaning on throwing it away because I don't really want to keep a lot of things, but I love the idea of having just a little gift box if I need it. So we shall see. The item came in this little bag. Ooh, another hole again, if you can see it. My camera is not doing autofocus right now, so I can't hold it up too tall or it'll go out of focus. But I think you get the point. So there's this little bag that the item itself came in. It's pretty simple. It's just one thing, no cables, no nothing, no frills. And just in here you pull it out, plug it in, and you're good to go. So this box is pretty simple. Actually, just do fold it up, and now it's going to come unfurled. Have a nice royal blue color. It's very clean, I really like it. And the top has little notches in case the vacuum is too strong. Did get a little bit damaged over here. But other than that, it's not bad shape. Dirt and things on it. There's one little scratch here that you may not be able to see on YouTube or whatever device you're watching it on. I like that you can set the lid over the top and maybe it might fall down on itself. Oh, it might be because of the damaged part over here. But I think if it were not damaged, it would fall, because you can sort of see the one side falling. Oh, and you can actually see all the air coming out if you watch this. So we can push did it just a second ago, so maybe it needs to be capture more air. Maybe it wasn't the air coming out, maybe this is just coming on froth. But let me open this up one more time. I'll put the bag back in there. And then close it all back up. Grab the little outer shell. Slide that back over. All in all, this is a pretty satisfying box. I love that the edges of the box and the outer cover are like exactly perfect. So there's no overhang, it's all flush, super flat. It's amazing. So that's the Ethernet adapter box. And then we have this one last box, which is for, this is almost the same way too as the outer shell. This is for some in-ear monitor Bluetooth adapters. So basically you have, so I bought these in-ear monitors that have a cable that run, you can plug it in via cable, but I wanted them to go via Bluetooth, and so I bought these so I can use the monitors and then walk around. And so they don't come with the in-ears, they just come with the Bluetooth piece. They're really cool, they're really good. These really help me focus a lot. I can plug these into my ears, and then they block out pretty much all sound, and it really helps me focus a ton. So these ones had the, actually they're right over here. So I still haven't taken the thing off of them, but these have an internal battery, and it'll charge the little Bluetooth. So these two white, these pieces are what go in your ears, and these didn't come with the case. You just plug them into the ear adapters. And this basically came in here. I don't even think there was any bag because it has the plastic on it still. So when you do open it up, it would look like this. And then you pull this out, and you have a little bit of instructions, kind of like an accordion style. So there's kind of how to pair them, how to use them, double pressing and triple pressing, some charging of the case, and a few more instructions. It's kind of a long little instruction booklet. It's kind of fun. You can set up like a little accordion. So place this back in here. slide this back on there. And this one's kind of nice too because the outer casing is just about the same size as the inner box. It's just a little bit of overlap, so it's not as perfect as the one before this, but still pretty nice. Some information on the back. And that is our last box. Up at this point, you're either fast asleep or you're